They didn't get enough yards on the ground to make that fourth down more manageable, so I think they have to reconsider whether they go for it here.
Now timeout Vegas. That is their second. Punting time for the Panthers, set to kick this one away. As they'll say no to the long field goal and hope to pin them deep. And no return forthcoming. It's a touchback and will come out to the 20-yard line. They'll come up here, 1st and 10.
Here we go, let's go.
Drive will start on the ground, and he'll get 4 here, up to the 24-yard line. Here's a 2nd and 6.
South.
Now, Stroud. He's going to keep it himself. And he's going to be taken down on the other side of the 50-yard line.
And this is when it just gets very frustrating as a defense, because this is what it's been like all day. The pass rush is good, but just not quite good enough. They let him slip through, and he burns them with big yardage.
Stroud to throw here on 1st down. Looking middle of the field, it's complete. And he'll be hauled down at about the 35-yard line.
Mike, you've heard me say it 1,000 times. The easiest down to throw the ball in the NFL is 1st down. I hate when teams wait till later in the possession to throw the ball. So early 1st down completion, you're on the plus side of the field. Now you're thinking strike, touchdown, field goal. But either way, I'm coming away with points.
Second and 7.
All right. Hey,
2 minutes remain here in this 1st half. Back with more from Charlotte. After this, they face 2nd down and 7.
Here we go. Let the hot.
And that one going to be closed down in the backfield. Great defensive play. Knifing in and dropping him for a loss.
There hasn't been a whole lot for this crowd to be excited about on either side of the ball, but at least now the defense is trying to be that spark. Nice tackle for loss there. Can they do something to build upon to try to get this team going?
From the gun here on 3rd down, it's Stroud. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down. On now, Daniel Carlson to try the field goal. This one from 52 yards away. Carlson's kick is good. And the Raiders going to tack on 3 more, extending the lead here late in the 1st half.
And this is what you want. I mean, you clearly have the advantage, but you want to continue to apply pressure. Can you score every time you get the ball? They're able to do that here. They tack on 3 and extend their lead.
The return starts from the 5. Good return here. Brings it up to the 33-yard line. So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. To throw is Young. Going up top. That's hard. And he's down inside the 40-yard line. 1st and 10 now from the 36. That's into the hands of Jonathan Brooks. And he's into the end zone. Jonathan Brooks. Touchdown, Panthers. That his 2nd touchdown of the game. Numbers 11 and 12 on the season. The extra point is up and through. And the Panthers back within 10. It's now 24-14. Still a little time. Final minute of this first half. We'll see if they can do anything with this kickoff that is coming their way. Now return coming from the 7. And a solid run back there. He'll get this out past the 30-yard line.
On the quick, right? Hey, south, south, south. Good.
Stroud to throw here on 1st and 10. He connects with Gray on that one. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. Now the Raiders going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it just a little bit over 30 seconds to go in this first half. On 1st and 10, here's Stroud. Off-balance throw, it's complete. And they'll move this ball way down into the red zone, inside the 20-yard line. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
You can't fault the quarterback on this one, Mike. He really didn't even have much of an opportunity. By the time he hit the top of his drop and got his eyes downfield, the defense was all over him, and he really had no choice but to just get that ball out of his hand and live to play another snap.
He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Raiders going to tack on 3 more, extending the lead here late in the first half. So we're at halftime here on Sunday Night Football, as we'll head down the coast now to Orlando. That's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. This will be returned from the 6. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line.
Here we go.
The third quarter begins with a run, and he'll manage to get this ahead for a pickup of 5. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. They'll stick with him again, and he's going to get this one out to the 43-yard line.
It's too early at this point, Mike, to really start thinking about the clock. You definitely don't want to go into a shell. And now this is the point in the game where having a good ground game really starts to take over. You throw to get the lead, but man, once you get it, that ground game, that's what finishes the game off.
That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked off by their rookie second-rounder.
You know, Mike, what I think is interesting is we had a chance to sit down with this young player this week leading up to today's game, and it kind of felt to both of us that he had a little bit of a chip on his shoulder. He fell to the second round on draft night. In his mind, he thought he was a first-rounder. But I'll tell you what, whatever round he was drafted in, if he keeps making plays like this, there's going to be a lot of teams who are going to be kicking themselves for skipping over him on draft night.
Young to throw on first and... the ball's out. One of the Raiders has got it. Big opening up the middle. And he is going to bring this one back. It is a fumble recovery for a defensive touchdown. Carlson now for the extra point. It's up and through. And the Raiders will extend this third quarter lead.
Daniel Carlson to kick off for Las Vegas.
Here's Carlson now. He'll kick this one off following the touchdown on the other end. He fields it at the 8. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line.
Let's go now. Unlock Lion. Unlock Lion. Set go.
Handoff. Running left is Brooks.
We've seen this back have his way with this defense all game long, Mike. He's up over 100 yards for the game, but this time the defense said, we've had enough. They sold out to stop him. They hold him to no gain.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. They'll go once more with Brooks. He'll work his way forward for about 3 yards. L'Jarius Sneed in on the stop.
It's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 8.
They need 8 as they come up for 3rd down. A run with Brooks. That's going to be pretty close. Looks like he's got it, and he does. 1st down.
It's a gain of 8.
60 Bobcat. 60 Bobcat.
First down.
Off play action. He'll set up to throw. This is intercepted. A big hole. The defense is having a day. They extend the lead with Greg their 2nd pick 6 of the game.
And that's just something you don't see very often in the NFL, Mike. I mean, you might see a handful of games each year where there's 1 pick 6, but to get 2 pick 6s in the same game, this defense is on fire.
Carlson able to knock through the extra point, and the Raiders tack on 1 more to their lead.
Panthers 14. Daniel Carlson to kick off for the Raiders.
Here's Carlson now. He'll kick this one off following the touchdown on the other end. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. Right back to the air following that pick 6. He's going to look for the home run ball. And he will dive into the end zone. 70 yards. Touchdown, Carolina. Well, that is a quick drive and the best way to finish it. The touchdown pass downfield. Greg, you rarely see a deep shot like that to start a drive.
You're right, Mike. We don't see it a lot, but I wish we did. It's actually the most efficient and safest down to pass the ball. And in this case, the defense is thinking run, got a lot of defenders up in the box, and they're able to strike deep with a pass play for 6.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. This one taken at the 7. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start.
At their own 28-yard line.
Forward.
A modest gain, maybe 2 yards. It's second down.
Look at high. Forward. Hey, one more.
Throwing is Stroud. That's caught by Bowers. And that'll go for a gain of 7. And it's going to set up third down.
Forward.
From the gun, here's Stroud. That's into the hands of Tucker. He's got it. A gain of 17 yards. First down, Vegas.
Third downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on third downs, that is a recipe for success.
His throw left side is complete. That's a nice pickup on a first down throw. It's a gain of 8.
Recognizing the blitz is just the first step in the process for a quarterback, understanding who you can account for with the protection and then who you can't account for. That's where your hot receiver comes in. He points to his receiver, who the defender they're hot off of. That guy comes, gets the ball out of his hand, and results in a completion.
A ball deep for the end zone. That's in the end zone and intercepted. And the Panthers are going to take over once again at their own 20-yard line.
So much of that play comes down to the defender's positioning. Being able to get himself to a spot, to get his hands on the ball, and a chance at that pick. Mike, when that ball was thrown, me and you are sitting here saying, that's a touchdown. And instead, they force a turnover, and now their offense is back on the field.
79 Broncos. 7 Pirates. 7 Pirates.
Right away, they'll set up to throw. That one is caught by Quez Watkins. And they're going to get this all the way up close to the 40-yard line.
60
On the ground, they go with Brooks. Oh. Inside the 30. And he will score again. Jonathan Brooks. Touchdown, Carolina. His big game continues. His third touchdown of this one. Numbers 11, 12, and 13 on the year. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. This taken in at the 8-yard line. And this will work out quite well. He'll get it all the way out to the 30-yard line. On first down, it's Stroud. That one caught by Tucker. And he's going to get this one out to the 43-yard line.
Now, so far here today, putting points on the board certainly hasn't been a problem, and plays like that are why. Think about it, Mike. Sometimes you just have to take what the defense gives you and not force something that's not there, and that mid-range pass results in a fresh set of downs.
And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. So back and forth they go as we are through 3. And Sunday Night Football continues after this. We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10.
All right.
He'll turn and hand this one off. And he'll get this ahead. Gain of about 4. And it leads to 3rd down.
Tony. Look hot.
From the shotgun, C.J. Stroud. He'll try to run for it. He'll get a dozen out of that one, scrambling his way to a 1st down.
This is the point in the game, Mike. We're on 3rd down. You have to get off the field, and they do a great job. They defend everything in the pass routes, nowhere for the quarterback to go with the ball, but they don't keep him in the pocket. They let him escape, picks up the 1st down with his legs. They're going to be able to run more time off the clock.
All right.
Back to throw. Stroud. That's going to be caught by Gray. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a 1st down completion of 7 yards.
Well, let's give some credit to the big boys up front in the trenches. They knew that blitz was coming. They held up just long enough that the quarterback could get that ball out safely and results in a completion.
They'll run on 2nd down. And he'll take this one forward for about 3, and that's a 1st down.
It's a gain of 3. 1st down, Las Vegas.
South.
Trying to find somewhere to move forward, but nothing going. Tackled for the loss of a yard. Lost 1 on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11.
Here we go.
Now Stroud. The coverage too strong that time. The ball batted away and incomplete.
So on a day where he's completed, give or take half of his passes, Mike, you have to imagine there's a handful of throws he'd like to have back, and I think that last one falls in that category. But the biggest thing, and most fortunately for them, they find themselves with a lead despite a bit of an up-and-down performance out of their quarterback.
And that is incomplete.
Great pass rushers live for 3rd down, especially when they know the offense has to be one-dimensional. And this is a great example here, Mike. They can just pin their ears back and go. They know there is no threat for run. It is a must-pass situation, and for this offense, they're lucky it didn't result in a sack.
3 for 3 in the game, as this one is also good. And the Raiders will extend their lead.
27.
So it's not exactly what you're looking for when you set out on a drive, but at the same time, you don't want to come away empty-handed either. So in this case, they'll take those 3 points.
The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. Handoff, it's Brooks running right. And good blocking up front, paving the way for a gain of 8 on the ground.
This just shows why you can't count on just one guy to take him down. He's a powerful enough runner. You gotta have guys coming in support when that first hit is made. It takes a team effort to stop him, especially once he gets going.
And he's going to be brought down up past the 45. Now they'll set up to throw. That ball flutters to the ground. It's incomplete. Well, fortunate there wasn't a defender right there in the area. Could have been a turnover. Instead, it brings up second down.
This has really been the story of this entire game, Mike. I mean, this pass rush has had the advantage over the offense pretty much from the jump, and they've already recorded a couple of sacks, a handful of close calls, and it's the pressure in the backfield is why this team finds themselves with the lead here late in this ballgame.
Back to the air again on 2nd and 10. That is hard. No touchdown, but they are close. Going to be 1st and goal. They've got it at the 3. That's hauled in at the 2. And he's going to be down close to the goal line. Good job defensively to make sure he did not get to the end zone. They'll look to throw again. And he's going to be swallowed up, taken down, sacked back at the 5. They're in 4-down territory for sure, but what can they do on this one? It's 3rd and goal. They'll run. And he's going nowhere on this one. Met and dropped behind the line, and now it is 4th and goal.
A bit of a curious call there, Mike, on 3rd and goal. From this far out, you thought they would have turned to their passing game. They tried to catch the defense sleeping and keep it on the ground. Great job by the defense being ready for everything. Not only do they stop him, they take him back for a loss. Yeah, he does a nice job handling that kick there, but I think offensively, you come back to the sideline and you're thinking, we have to find a way to finish these drives. I mean, to be in 1st and goal and settle for 3, that can be very deflating for an offense settling for too many field goals.
From the 6, here comes a return. Now, on the return, he has lost the football. Special teams has come up with the recovery. Special teams comes through again. We don't talk about it nearly enough, but sometimes the biggest plays of the game happen, like that one. The kickoff return, fumble, recovered, and momentum swings again.
Everybody loves to see a big return, Mike, but the priority of any kick return unit, just give your offense a chance.
And he's got another one. Jonathan Brooks. Touchdown, Panthers. What a night he's having. That's 4 touchdowns in this game alone. Now the try here for the point after. The kick is good. The Panthers will cut the deficit to 7. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. This will be returned from the 6. Oh, he's got room past the 30. Nice job on the return. He's down close to the 35-yard line. First and 10.
Here we go. Mikey Tyson.
They'll drop to throw. He'll swing this one out wide to his running back. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple.
What an advantage it brings a defense when you have cornerbacks that are such willing tacklers. It just brings an extra element to the ability to defend the entire field. And this is a great example here why.
Second down and 8. Now give on the ground. And the defense there to meet him. They'll hold him to 2 and bring up third down. To throw, it's Stroud. Taking off, he'll try to get there. The Panthers, they're going to burn their third and final timeout. Get the stoppage with just over 50 seconds to go in this one.
And that's a great job defensively here on third down. Not only taking away all the options down the field through the air, but when the quarterback decides to turn into a runner himself, they're able to converge and make the play and keep him short of the first down.
The Raiders send their punt team out as they try to play the field position game here, protecting a fourth quarter lead. And he'll get forward a few yards on the return. And that's where the offense will take over. Here's first and 10.
70 range, 70 range. Ready? Chop 60, chop 60. Go.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Open man downfield is Legette. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
That's good for a Carolina Panther. First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Throwing now on first and 10. He'll let this go deep for the end zone. And it's a touchdown. They have gotten to within one, and a two-point conversion can give them the lead here in the final minute.
Mike, I know everyone has their opinions about whether to kick it or go for 2, but my honest opinion is I don't even think there's a decision to be made. I'm keeping my offense on the field. We've practiced all week for our gotta-have-it two-point play. Dial it up. Do not play for overtime. Win this game now in regulation.
Final seconds here, overtime looming on the horizon as they kick it off. They'll return this from the 11. And they'll be set up well as he is past the 35-yard line.
At their own 37-yard line.
Here's first down.
Oh, ready? Why, Tony?
They'll run. And he's going to be taken down, and that will do it. 4 quarters, no winner. Let's keep going. We're off to overtime. So, overtime coming up, not a playoff game, so a quick reminder of the rules. Each team gets one possession unless The opening possession is a touchdown. Then it's game over. Any defensive score ends the game. Each team gets a couple of timeouts, and all replays come from upstairs. If the first OT ends in a tie, so does the game. 4 quarters could not determine a winner. We get back underway here in overtime. And no chance to return this one. Through the end zone for a touchback. Set to go now on 1st and 10.
Let's go now. Check go.
They'll start this on the ground with Brooks. And a minimal gain here, only to about the 31.
Let's go.
Here's a 2nd and 9.
1 yard gain. Brings up
Another try with Brooks. And he will not be able to get free, picking up only a yard. Now it's 3rd down.
60 Bobcat. Warrior 70. Buffalo 18. Ready.
Now a first throw here in overtime. And that is incomplete.
Based on the routes downfield, it looked like the protection was designed to give the quarterback a little bit more time to wait for things to uncover downfield. So give credit up front to the defensive line. Immediate pressure early speeds up the quarterback's clock. He's got no choice than to get rid of it, probably a little bit earlier than he would have preferred.
and taken. The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 34-yard line.
All right. Where's the high? Where's the high?
They'll begin here on the ground. Not much. 2nd and long coming up.
He's tackled at the 34-yard line. A gain of 1. Brings up 2nd and 1.
Here we go. Let's go. Hey, no more.
To throw is Stroud. Throw left side, but that's going to be incomplete.
There's a fine line between trusting your arm and having a little bit too much faith in your arm, right? I think this was one of those situations here, Mike, where there was nowhere to go with the ball. He tries to fit that one in there anyway, and he's lucky that it just falls incomplete.
From the gun here on 3rd down, it's Stroud. Gets that one complete to his tight end, Bowers. That's catch number 5 tonight, and it's good for a 1st down.
I know, I'm biased. But listen, you can't convince me, Mike, that there's a better option on the field, especially when you got a guy like this, that on 3rd down or critical moments, that's where the ball needs to go. The size, the speed, the matchup problems that he creates. If I was in a critical situation, there is no doubt where I'm going with the ball.
Up the middle they go. And a determined run there inside the 40. It's a gain of 9 yards.
Here we go.
2nd and a yard.
Nike taxi. Lucky. Why Tony?
Stroud gonna set up to throw. offside by Bowers. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play, and it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest, and that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there.
And he'll get 2 on this one before being taken down. So big kick coming now for Daniel Carlson. This one to win it in overtime. They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8.
Here we go.
Back to the ground. He'll get it again. He's fighting to get back to the line of scrimmage, but can't get there. Dropped for the loss of a yard.
With how fast they were all over that play, you almost wonder, Mike, was there a pre-snap tell? Did they know that play was coming? Because I'll tell you, that defense was on it from the start.
Now timeout Vegas. That is their 2nd. So big kick coming now for Daniel Carlson. This one to win it in overtime. This kick is good. He got it. So this one, a win for the visiting Raiders. They knew a field goal would do it, and a pressure kick from distance was right on the money. They come away with the victory here in overtime. So that'll do it for us. For Greg Olsen and our terrific team behind the scenes, I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. Follow us on X at EA Madden NFL. From Charlotte, good night, everyone.